I'm Keita Williams. I am the founder and chief strategist of Success Bully. And Success Bully is an accountability practice where we help you get it done. I am super passionate about bringing out the best in others and helping them refine their goals, put actions into place, and to get stuff done. We are wrapping up August Action, and I am so excited with all the momentum that's been going on this month, and I hope that you are seeing the same in your life. My guest, Rian Buckley, CEO and co-founder of Fitcode. Fitcode is a fashion data company that enhances the denim shopping experience by focusing on fit, not just size. She brings it again. Oh, I get goosebumps when I listen to this episode. She emphatically reminds us all to grind when no one is looking. Before she became a powerhouse CEO, Rian was a D1 athlete at the University of Washington and a fashion model traveling the globe. Both of these experiences taught her to be disciplined, competitive, and a wise ruler of her time. There's always going to be someone smarter, prettier, stronger, and more talented than you. But if you do the work and you work harder than anyone else, you can have amazing outcomes. I know you have a background as an NCAA athlete, and like one thing that I'm super interested in is the discipline factor. And that being an athlete requires so much discipline and dedication and scheduling and balancing. How has that helped you as a CEO?
It is probably the most important thing that I've done to help me learn how to be a CEO, because this is nothing, obviously, that I've done before. And what sports taught me is that, you know, it's the same thing in modeling. There's always going to be someone younger. There's going to be someone prettier. There's going to be someone smarter. But if you can work harder than everyone else in the field, you're going to be successful. And sports taught me that. So there's always someone more talented. There's always someone fitter. But I knew that diving into that pool as a swimmer, that if I worked harder than everyone else in practice, I was going to win that race. And so sports taught me that, you know, grind when no one's looking, and it's going to pay off. If not publicly, personally, because you're going to be proud of everything you've accomplished.
Am I allowed to cry? Okay. You have such a calm disposition. Like, I would hate to play like poker with you because I know I would totally lose. So that calm, do you find that helps you navigate the emotional roller coaster of entrepreneurship?
Oh, yeah. Entrepreneurship is a roller coaster. We all know about the trough of despair that most entrepreneurs go through. And it's one of those things that I learned early on, I've taught my team this as well, that we'll have really big highs in our team and we'll have lows too. And we celebrate the highs and we don't get low in the lows. But what we really have to do is just make sure that that middle ground is stretched out. So normalcy in the startup world is really, really important. And I try to keep things normal. And when things get low, I just keep charging through. And when things get high, I just keep charging through.
All right. So another thing that I am super passionate about is ruling your time. We don't call it time management. We call it ruling your time. Managing it implies that it has a choice. So I know that you've been balancing quite a bit as a CEO and your family and navigating all of that. So what are some of your hacks to stay on top of your time?
When you're the CEO or the founder of any business, you don't really have office hours. The job just is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that's really, really hard to manage. And I think people can get burnt out and exhausted by that. So the best thing that I can do is when I get to work, I am at work 100%. And when I leave work, I am not at work 100%. So I really tune out, and my team knows this. But when they go on vacation, I don't want them signing in. I don't want to see them on Slack, which is what we use for communication. I want them to be totally gone, because if when they're at the office, they're thinking about vacation, they're not doing their best work. So I want them doing their best job vacationing too.
Tell me about this swim thing. So like, when did you start swimming? You went did you ever have Olympic dreams?
Yeah, you know, I think any kid who starts a sport so young has Olympic dreams. So we all thought we were going to the Olympics. I learned pretty quickly in college that I wasn't going to go to the Olympics. But I started swimming when I was probably 5 and didn't stop until I was at UW. So I went to UW on a swimming scholarship, and it was just awesome. It really did teach me the discipline that I needed to be able to be in this world.
What time do you start your day?
Early. Swimmers start their days early.
Don't you get up before the sun as a swimmer?
Yeah. When I was at UW, you know, we were going through an interesting time for the Husky fans out there. They'll know that Washington doesn't have a swim program anymore, and it was actually cut when I was there, men's and women's teams. And as a protest, our coach was trying to get them to build a pool. And so instead of swimming at the pool that we had, which was a small pool, he wanted to protest and have us drive every single morning to Federal Way to swim at their pool. So we would get up at 4:30 every morning, be on the buses at 4:45, drive down to Federal Way every single morning during the school year, and swim, and then get back by 9:30 and go to classes, and then do it again in the afternoon. So time management is something that I've learned.
That's ruling one's time.
Very much.
So then, do you swim at all now, or have you kind of like hung it all up?
I've hung it up for the most part. I can't really get in a pool. The smell of chlorine is a bit of a turnoff for me. But in the summer, it's all about the lakes, and I love swimming in the lake. So it really is home for me.
Have you had one of those setbacks where you're like, oh shit? Was there an oh shit moment with Fitcode?
Absolutely.
What's the oh shit moment? Yeah. Tell me about an oh shit moment.
We've had a lot of oh shit moments. I've said this before, but I've really learned the art of the pivot. And I told this at a Women's to Watch conference too. And it's just like the Friends episode where Ross is yelling, pivot, pivot with a couch. And I think about that all the time. But we have so many oh shit moments, and I don't think you're successful if you don't have them. And so every time we have them, I mean, don't get me wrong, like I drink a lot of wine and I'll cry, on the bathroom floor and do things like that. But I also realize that oh shit moments come because you're trying new things, and you got to try new things. Otherwise, it's really, really easy just to do what's comfortable, but you're not going to get anywhere. So I'd rather have a bunch of oh shit moments and do something than just be really comfortable.
What does your day look like? So if you're starting early, like, do you have like a few set things that you have to do every day? Like, how do you kind of map out a day?
Yeah, first things first, I have to get my husband up because that takes a long time. And so I start by trying to get him going for the day. And then I get my dog out. These are the three things that really start my morning. And then on my way to work, I call my sister every single morning. So my sister is Army JAG. She's stationed down at Fort Lewis right now, which has been awesome having her so close. But we talk every single morning on the way to work and every single afternoon on the way home. And that really gets my day started off well.
So older or younger sister?
She's 4 years older.
Oh. When I was starting out, I called my older sister up, and like big time difference. And I'm like, Yanni, I got this idea. This is what I'm going to do. And she says, well, Kitty, I'm on my layover in Prague. I don't really have time to talk about this. Why don't you write me a business plan and we'll circle back? And I was pissed because I just wanted to talk to my older sister. But you know what I did? Wrote that business plan.
Look where you are now.
Here we are. Here we are.
Yep. They're pretty good at that. They call your bluff. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. No one keeps you humble quite like a sister.
Oh, it's amazing. It's truly amazing. My sister knocked my 2 front teeth out when I was growing up.
Oh.
I just told my team this last week. Yeah, we were in my living room. I remember it clear as day. And she was wearing a cast. And I was doing free air, which I think anyone that has siblings knows what free air is, which is you wave your hands as fast as you can in front of their face. And you say, you can't get me in trouble because this is free air. So classic younger sister thing to do. And my sister said, Ryan, if you don't stop playing free air in front of my face, I'm going to punch you. And I was like, you can't punch me. This is free air. Well, sure enough, she punched me right in the face with her cast, knocked my teeth out. I go running to my mom and say, Mickey just punched me. I don't have teeth. I'm crying. My mom comes in. She goes, Mickey, why'd you punch your sister? And my sister says, well, I told her if she didn't stop doing free air, I was going to punch her. And my mom looked at me and said, well, that was stupid. So that's a good life lesson for me. When people say one thing, just believe that they're going to do it.
Just believe it. So, obviously, that was baby teeth.
Baby teeth. Baby teeth, okay. Luckily. Yes.
Oh, your teeth are lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Like, great job. Mm-hmm. Great job on the new front. Mm-hmm. I'm so grateful for this kick in the booty. It's refreshing to end August action with a reminder to recommit yourself to ruling your time and staying on the discipline wagon. If you want it bad enough, you'll find a way to put in the work to get the results. Once again, I'd like to thank my guest, Fitcode CEO Rian Buckley, for joining me and giving me a surge of energy to recommit to my personal goals. I hope that you feel the same. I've been receiving such amazing emails, tweets, and messages with updates. They keep me going, and I hope that you're going as well. Keep them coming. For more information on Fitcode and to get your hands on the perfect fitting jeans, check them out at fitcode.com. And if you're located in Seattle, meet Ryan and the Fitcode team at the Riveter for a Denim Fit Lab event on September 27th at 6 p.m. We'll be sure to post all the event details in the days to come. Keep up with my antics, learnings, and my ability to take amazing professional grade photos from my cellular device on Twitter, Facebook, and via successbully.com. Check out my website, successbully.com, for my upcoming schedule. Feel free to like and share with your friends, your family, and your constituents. I'm reopening my client roster for the fall, and I'm rolling out a series of workshops to get you fired up and in motion before the new year. We are produced with love by Large Media, and that's larjmedia.com. Don't go big, go large. And I'm your host, Keita Williams.